Hey guys, welcome back. So I'm gonna start this video by saying that tomorrow is my 8th wedding anniversary, and we're celebrating today because Jacob has today off for President's Day. And I just want to say that I am so grateful to have that man by my side. He is the most kind, supportive, loving person, and I just don't know how I got so lucky. And now we have a beautiful child who is very grumpy right now. She just discovered she has a voice, so she's been using it a lot. And yeah, I just want to say I feel so grateful in the life that I live, and I just am so happy to be able to spend hopefully many more years by his side. So all that cheesiness aside, I just made my morning coffee, and I just woke Miss Margot up and got her all settled, and she had her bottle, and now she's watching Little Bear. So if you see that in the background, that's what that is. I don't think we have much planned today other than possibly going to dinner, maybe breakfast. No, I think I'm gonna make breakfast here at home. And I say dinner very loosely because with Miss Margot having her specific routine every night, dinner's looking more like the early bird special these days, so like 4 p.m. But you know what, that's okay. So we're gonna do that. I think I do want to go to a couple of stores just to see if I can find anything that I want, that I have my eye on, which honestly, there's nothing like I really need right now. And I don't really want to buy clothes because y'all know I'm trying to lose weight and get healthy again, which that's a whole nother thing I want to talk to you guys about later when I'm not trying to take care of my baby. And then one more thing I wanted to add is I forgot to tell you guys in the last video that I just made a Facebook fan page. Oh, that's what they're called. I don't really consider you guys my fans. You're more like my friends because I just talk to you guys and yeah, I tell you guys my truths. So yeah, I made a fan page on Facebook to just share. Oh, sorry, you guys hear Margot. To just share when I'm uploading new videos, and also just to interact with you guys outside of the YouTube comments. I don't know, I just thought it would be fun to like have that page and be able to post everyday stuff. Well, I guess not everyday stuff because I don't really do anything every day. What else do I want to update you guys on? I want to show you guys later. We just hung up like yesterday, we hung up my Dyson thing I showed you guys in the last video, and I did my organizer for my computer and my iPad. And one more thing. Oh, I want to talk to you guys about how we're planning on getting rid of my Ford Fusion, my 2013 Ford Fusion. And yeah, there's a couple of things I need to remember to talk to you guys about. I have horrible memory, and you guys know that I say a lot because I'm not even kidding. I had horrible memory before being pregnant, and I swear after having Margot, it's like every thought that is in my brain is just nothing. Like, it's so weird because when I have to really think about a specific thing, instead of a million things like files in my head, it's literally like black. Like, I just don't know, like it's like empty in there. So strange. But apparently you actually like lose part of your like brain. You don't lose like the physical brain, but you lose part of like your memory stuff when you get pregnant and have a baby. So yeah, it's a lot for a woman's body to create a child. But anyways, I'm gonna drink my coffee instead of rambling, and I'll show you guys whenever I make my breakfast, Miss Margot some breakfast. And yeah, I'm just gonna take you guys along through the day with us. Jacob made me breakfast, so I have my little egg scramble and a bagel, Dave's Killer Bread bagel with a pepper jack Laughing Cow. And I'm going to go ahead and share my food with this little girl. These are her favorite kitchen toys. After this, I'm gonna get ready for the day, and then we will head out. I just got out of the shower, and before I sit down to start getting ready and do my skincare and stuff, I wanted to flip around the camera and show you guys that Dyson holder I told you guys I got, and the little stand to organize my computer and my iPad. So this is that Dyson holder. It fits all the attachments except for that one, because this one is weird because it has like this long thing, so it didn't fit, but that's okay. Then I have like my everyday hair stuff I use for my heat tools, and then my freaking Dyson. I think it looks so freaking nice. And then right here we have the little stand I bought that holds it vertically, and it actually could probably fit another thing if I wanted it to. But yeah, and I have like the plugs right there. But how cute, right? Let me see if I can't back up anymore, but y'all, it looks so much better. And like, this was the Dyson holder I had before, so this was sitting on my desk and it had all the attachments, and it was just a lot. So I think this looks much better. Okay, excuse the mess in the background. You know, Jacob does whatever he wants on his side of the closet. And I need a freaking robe. If you guys have any good plus size robe recommendations, let your girl know, because I'm sick and tired of getting ready in my freaking clothes. I'm hot and uncomfortable, and I just want to be comfortable until I have to actually put real clothes on. But I actually want to talk to you guys about a couple of things. My face looks wet because I just sprayed antimicrobial spray stuff on it. And I epilated it. If you see it's red, I just epilated my face. So first things first, I want to talk to you guys about us getting rid of my 2013 Ford Fusion. I call her Felicia the Ford. Let me move it a little higher up so you guys, my head's not cut off. Okay, anyway, I think we're going to get rid of her because we've had her since, I want to say 2018, when we first moved to San Diego, when my husband was in IDC school, a military Navy school. That is what his job is. Beside the point. Anyways, I hated driving in California because I'm scared of other people's driving. So I wanted a car that had like the side mirror sensors and stuff and a backup camera. And we ended up getting that Ford Fusion from CarMax. Love it. Honestly, for being a 2013, you wouldn't think like she's a 2013. It has like a touchscreen radio and stuff. It's actually a very cute, nice little car. However, lately it's been giving us a lot of problems. And when we moved from North Carolina to New Jersey, right before we moved, I decided that instead of getting a new car, I wanted to upgrade the radio to a touchscreen Apple radio. And I paid about $1,200, I think, to have that done. Only to get to New Jersey, and I guess the car wasn't used to the cold weather or something, and maybe we weren't driving it that often. So the battery ended up dying. And when we went to jumpstart it, for some reason, the radio would not turn on at all. It was like blackout. And the really crappy thing was the radio, or like the touchscreen for it, also now controlled the temperature controls, and it was just blasting cold air. And yeah, you just couldn't control anything. So we ended up, thankfully, we saved our old radio for it, and we ended up putting back in the old radio. So that was a waste of money. And I've had to buy multiple batteries for it, even when we lived in North Carolina. For some reason, I thought it was like the chargers I was putting in the car, like leaving plugged in the car for my iPhone and stuff. I'm like, maybe that's draining the battery. So I would unplug them and the battery would still die. So I've bought at least 3 or 4 batteries since having this car, and something is still causing it to have a problem. Recently in December, my sister and her little family came to visit for Christmas, and obviously there's a bunch of us, so we didn't fit in my Kia Telluride, and we ended up having to try to take 2 cars. Well, that car, when they went to turn it on, it started shaking, and it was saying that the coolant was overheated or something, except it was like 20 degrees outside. So it just didn't make any sense. Jacob went ahead and did his little mechanic thing. He's a man of many trades. He like figures out how to take care of everything. And he found out that like something had chewed through a wire that was connected to the sensor for it, and it was causing the car to like go into this mode of like shaking. It was just a whole freaking mess. So he fixed that, and now the battery is still causing us problems. I'm gonna go wash my hands so they're not sticky before I touch my hair. So needless to say, we are gonna get rid of that car, and Jacob is gonna get a new truck. He had a truck. I don't know if you guys knew that, or if I like showed it in my old vlogs when we were in North Carolina. He had a 2019 Ford F-150, and I was driving Felicia the Ford Fusion. And when I was 6 months pregnant, I guess it was last June, on our way home, well, I say home, on our way to my mother-in-law and father-in-law's house from Austin, which is where my mom and family lives, right when we were down the road from his parents' house, we got in a wreck, and it was very, very scary. I've never been in a wreck, and being 6 months pregnant and getting in a wreck was not on my 2014 bingo card. It was awful. That caused his truck to be totaled, and thankfully insurance paid us back some money, and we were able to get me a new mom car since I was gonna have a baby soon. And sorry guys, I'm looking for another clip. I don't know where it went. Whatever, we're gonna have to use 2 completely different clips. I ended up getting a mom car, and I got a 2024 Kia Telluride. I don't know, they have like so many different versions. It's the one that has like the velvet roof and the odometer on the window and stuff. It's a very bougie, nice little Kia, and for a great price. I love it, but that means that Jacob fell to using Felicia. And like I just said, it's causing us a lot of problems. So we are going to get rid of it soon, because also later this week we get to pick orders of where we want to go next, and we're hoping it'll be California, but we won't know until probably later this year. And when I do find out, I'm obviously going to share it with you guys, like when he gets hard orders. But as of now, we just know that it's time to say goodbye to her and hello to a new truck. But we decided that if he's going to get a new car, it has to be a truck that he's going to have for a while, because I plan on having my Kia until the wheels fall off. Especially because both of our cars, the truck, the F-150 and Felicia, the Ford Fusion, were paid off. And so having to get like 2 new car payments in a time where car payments are just not the greatest is not ideal, but very necessary. And obviously in the long run, it'll be worth it. Next thing I want to say was, yeah, we're picking orders soon, so that's exciting. I kind of like threw that in there, but we get to decide where we want to go next. And I'm excited. Honestly, just New Jersey, no offense to the people who love New Jersey or are from New Jersey, it's just not for us. Especially because of like where this base is located, and it is a mixed base, and it's mostly a reservist base, so it's a lot of people who only come and like fill the base once a month, and that's awesome. That's great. And there is obviously day-to-day active duty people that are here. Army, Air Force, Navy, and Marines, like, and Coast Guard too. Although I don't know if I've seen Coast Guard people here, but I've seen it when I drive. But there's just not a whole lot to do. I thought that coming here would be fun because we're so close to Philly and we're so close to New York, and I've never seen those things. And when am I ever going to see those things? It is very chaotic to even take the train to New York. Getting there is fine. Leaving there is a freaking hot mess. And honestly, by the time we leave our house, drive to the train station, which is like 30 minutes away, take an hour and a half to an hour 15 to hour and a half train to New York, get off, spend the whole day in New York, and then have to come back, especially with the baby, is the most exhausting day. And you can only go there. Like, I love New York and I wish I could go there more, but like when it comes to Philly, yes, we can drive there. It's only 45 minutes and you can pay to like park your car in a parking garage and you have access to that if you need it. But when it comes to like going there, there's only so many things you can do. Like, it's just not fun. And honestly, like, you guys know, I've said this so many times already, having a baby makes it really difficult to go out and do stuff. And obviously everything's possible. People do it all the time, but it's just not ideal when it's just so much easier just to stay home. And that's why it's so hard for me to make videos, because I don't do hardly anything. My life is very, very boring. And why I decided to try to do my videos, I don't know, for fun, I guess, just so I have something for myself and like a hobby. But I know that my life is exciting, and I know I don't do a whole lot of stuff, but am I going to continue to film and share everything with you guys? Sure I am, because I like it. What else did I want to share? We're PCSing soon. Jacob's going to be getting a new car. Oh, my weight loss medication. Okay, I told you guys in a couple videos ago that my doctor prescribed me Contrave. Contrave is basically let me backtrack. Basically with TRICARE, you have to try a bunch of different pill stimulant medications for weight loss that help suppress your appetite before they'll give you an injectable medication like Zepbound, Wegovy, Ozempic, all of those things. Even if you wanted bariatric surgery, you have to go through all of these steps before you'll even be considered. With that being said, I've already tried 2 rounds of phentermine, and the first round before I got pregnant was great. I ended up losing 50 pounds, and I felt really good about myself. I was so confident, and then I had a surprise pregnancy, which obviously if you're doing the dirty and not using protection, it ain't really that big of a surprise. But we just weren't planning to have her as soon as we did. But I just love her so much. I'm grateful for her. But getting pregnant when I really was using that medication to get to a smaller weight so that I could be healthy and when I got to my highest in my pregnancy, I was still smaller, did not happen. So I ended up gaining about 50 pounds while pregnant. And of course, like after you give birth, within a couple weeks, you drop weight like crazy because most of it is water weight and like your baby. And I got like 20 pounds away from my pre-pregnancy weight, which is like 230 or something. which is still obviously very heavy. But once I decided to stop trying to breastfeed because it was a lot on my mental health, I had trouble breastfeeding, so I was doing exclusive pumping, but feeling like I was constantly attached to that pump, even wearables, was taking a toll big time on my mental health. Making sure that I got up to pump every couple hours, especially in the middle of the night, because you have to keep up that pump if you want to make a lot of milk, was just making my mental health deteriorate so bad. Like, it was really making me consider everything over again, and I just wasn't in a good place. Plus, in the hospital while I was giving birth, they did not let me sleep, so I had not slept at all until she started sleeping through the night. And being like overly tired and feeling like you're trapped to a pumping machine is just a lot. So when I gave up doing that, I decided to reach out to my doctor out here again and ask if I can get back on medication, since I had been on it before and it worked for me. And I had saw a dietitian, and the dietitian also agreed, like, I had a good relationship with food. So we got back on weight loss medication. Well, we first started with phentermine because that's what I was on before and it was working for me. Then, sorry guys, I got a call. Okay, then we decided, and I want to put the mic on so you guys can hear me better. We decided that phentermine wasn't working for me the way it worked for me the first time. It was because after having a baby and my hormones being completely out of whack, my body was just like, no, like, this isn't happening. You're not going to lose weight as easy as you did before, no matter what you do. And I was losing weight the first time by just really eating what I wanted in moderation, because you guys know I talked so much back in the day about how much calorie counting and macro counting and all of those things consumed me and really, really, really messed with my relationship with food. I had a horrible, horrible relationship with food. And yeah, I looked great. Like, I loved the way I looked. I felt so good in my clothes. When people would take pictures of me, I looked so good. But behind the scenes, I was struggling so hard. I had immense food guilt. I felt like every day almost I had the urge to binge, but I would hold out till the weekends and I would go crazy. And finally, when I stopped and really focused on healing my relationship with food, no matter what my body decided to do, I gained not all of my weight back. I've actually been able to maintain about 25 pounds completely off since the beginning of my journey, which was back in, like, God, when was that? 2018, 2019? It must have been 2019. I don't know. Either way, I could say, like, for certain that I've been able to keep off 25 of those pounds, which is great. That's something. But obviously I gained the majority of it back. I'm big again. And so, yeah, back to taking phentermine after I stopped breastfeeding. It just wasn't working for me the way it did before. So the next step was to move to Contrave, because, like I said, TRICARE makes you do a bunch of different medications before they'll prescribe you the one you actually want. And so now I'm on Contrave, but the thing with Contrave is it's 4 pills a day, 2 in the morning and 2 in the evening, which it does suppress my appetite, but having to remember to take 4 pills, and I do have it on my phone to, like, remind me, is just a lot. And that's just not how I want to live my life. Like, I hate having to take so many pills, and I feel like they're making my mouth dry. Like, even when I speak, I feel like I'm speaking weird because I have like cotton mouth. Another thing is if I went back to my doctor and said, hey, I don't really want to do this, I'm going to have to try Qsimia. I think that's what it's called. So another pill medication. And then when I looked, if you have TRICARE, you can see the Express Scripts TRICARE formulary. I think it's called formulary sheet online, which basically is all the questions that your what are they called? Primary care doctor is going to look at and answer in order to get you pre-authorized to get whatever medication you're trying to get. So when I went to go look at Zepbound, Wegovy, Ozempic, I looked at all the questions, and by the time I got to the third question, 100% they're going to deny me, because you have to have some kind of presence of high hypertension, high fat lipids in your bloodstream. What was the other one? I can't think. There was like 4 or 5 different things that they said that you have to have or you're denied. And I don't have any of those things. And so they're going to deny me. All of that to say, I'm thinking that once I finish this month of Contrave that my doctor prescribed me, I'm going to start paying out of pocket potentially for an online company to send me a compound semaglutide or a compound trizipatide, which I don't know which one I want to go with. I think I'm going to start off with the semaglutide, because if 3 of my family members have had really good success with it. And then if it doesn't work for me, I'll switch over to the trizipatide. With that being said, how many times I'm going to say with that being said, I heard a lot of good things about Mochi Health. I think that's what it's called. 2 of my family members are on that, and they've had, one of them lost like 30 pounds. The other one's lost like 20 something. And my sister just started Amble. Amble is a little bit more expensive when I broke everything down than Mochi. And my sister-in-law, who is taking the compound from Mochi Health, actually said that she's a teacher and said that a lot of other teachers at the school that are taking it have had a lot of success. So I believe they charge about $80 a month subscription to see the doctor and to have access to like chat and stuff. And then the semaglutide is $99 a month, no matter what dose you're on. And the trizipatide is $199, no matter what dose you're on. So really affordable. And I think that people who are on it can actually give you like a referral code, which obviously this is not me being sponsored or anything. I have very little subscribers and I haven't even started it yet. So I'm just sharing my knowledge of everything I researched and the family members I talked to, what their experience was on it. So yeah, you can get a discount or referral if you can get a referral from someone that's on it, which is nice too, because that'll save you a little bit more money. So I'm thinking about getting that. I'm hoping I need to actually call them and ask, is it going to be hard for me to change my address? And I want to throw in there, they do free Mochi. No, why did I say free Mochi? Mochi Health does send medication to all 50 states, and Amble sends it to 49 except Louisiana. So keep that in mind. Yeah, I just don't know if they're going to give me a hard time switching addresses because, like I said, by the end of this year, maybe even possibly earlier, we'll be moving to our new duty station. And what the heck is happening? I don't want to have a hard time switching my address and having my medication sent to a whole different state. So I'm going to ask them how hard that's going to be. But obviously, if you don't move, then it'll be easier for you because then they'll just keep sending it to you. And I also believe that Mochi Health just started this thing where you can pay 3 months in advance. So instead of paying the $80 a month for your subscription, you can end up paying that subscription 3 months ahead. And if you do that, you can get 3 months of a semaglutide or 3 months of your trizipatide ahead of time. And actually on my phone, I actually took a screenshot because I was telling Jacob about it. If you join that 3-month subscription for the $80 thing, which you have to join if you want to get medication through them. So just let me preface that. But if you pay for their 3-month one, you can get 3 months worth of meds for $297 for the semaglutide. And oh my goodness, I'm so sorry. And a 3-month supply of the trizipatide for $597, which I guess I could do that ahead of time so that I have meds for sure for 3 months. And then I won't have to like refill until I get settled somewhere else, depending on like when we find out when we're moving. And that won't stress me out. So that'll be exciting. And I think I'm going to do that. Margot just woke up from her nap. So if you guys hear sounds on the side of me, that's her playing with her little Fisher-Price toy. So yeah, I think that's what I'm going to go ahead and do starting next month once I finish these meds. Now that I am on the full dose of Contrave, I have noticed I'm losing weight a little bit faster, which is very nice. And also, I don't know if I want to share my weight loss journey again on here because I don't want my whole channel to be around what I look like and my weight. Like, I did that when I first started this channel because I wanted accountability, but I don't need people telling me, people that aren't subscribed to me, like telling me that I need to go on keto or need to eat less carbs and all that stuff, because you need carbs for your brain and your freaking muscles to like break down and be stronger. And like, I don't want to hear that stuff. So I'm still on the fence if I want to share that journey. Maybe I will share like little clips of how much I weigh and like how that's going for me, but it's definitely not going to be the sole focus of my channel. And yeah, I'm going to finish getting ready. Also, this entire time I've looked like a crazy person with the clip over here, just getting this hair out of the way. So yeah, cute, real life. Yeah, I'm going to finish getting ready and then we're going to get ready to head out. First stop is to the exchange so that Jacob can get a haircut, and Margot and I are just going to walk around while he does that. And then I think we are going to head to lunch, you said? We're going to head to lunch at probably a diner so that Margot can have some of the food, even though I really want sushi. And then I think we might check out TJ Maxx or Marshall's. I forget what's over there. Excuse me. So yeah, first stop, the exchange. It is so freaking windy. It's all in my mouth. Ugh, I hate it. But we just got to the exchange. Why can't it be warm yet? Look how freaking cute this is. Oh, I love it. Should I buy it? Oh. She won't be able to wear it for a couple months though. Depends on how much it is. $14, that's not bad. How is this the only sweater I can find? I mean, I know it's gonna be spring soon, but it's freaking cold over here. So I guess I'm gonna have to get her this. It says 12 months, but honestly, it'll probably fit her fine. But this thing is expensive. $21.60. Jacob's gonna tell me no, but literally it's the only jacket I can find, and it's really cold outside. And look what else I found. Let me see if I can get through. They had that same cherry print as a dress with little bloomers and a little bubble outfit. That's so freaking cute. And like the other set was 14. This is 2 for 18. But I really just need the jacket. Her face. She's been doing this new sound. It's really funny. You're not gonna do it now? Fortunately, we're not gonna go with that Levi's sweater because $21 for a sweater when it's about to start getting warm is absurd. But I really want to get a Coach wallet or purse, but their Coach section is looking real slim pickings. But I still want to check out the wallets even though they're locked up, which I don't know why. I guess people are stealing stuff. Well, if you're wondering how windy it is outside, it's incredibly windy where you can't even open your door without it slamming closed and you need to fight against the wind. I don't know what's going on. Margot is getting fussy because she just wants the car to move. So give me a second, I'll show you guys what we got. While Jacob's driving, I'll go ahead and do a little haul. We didn't get much. Jacob got a new reversible Columbia. Every time I talk, she just wants me to be quiet. A new reversible Columbia belt. And currently I'm using this wallet I got from JCPenney. And it's just, anyways, it has this like little coin pocket on it that constantly opens and all my little coins and money falls everywhere and I hate it. And they had a Vera Bradley little thing on sale. And I mean, this thing was not that on sale, but we had a little gift card with the military star card we use, and so I got this little Vera Bradley. I know it's like Christmassy colors, but it was on sale, okay? And it has a bunch of different card slots as well as a money little section right here and a place to put your change that actually zippers up. And I mean, that's like almost half the size of what I currently use. And my diaper, or her diaper bag, is now my purse, so I just want something small and easy to throw in there. But we're headed to go eat lunch now. I'll see you guys when we're there because Margot's not having this. This place has the most chaotic menu. You get sandwiches, you got pastas, burgers. What is this stuff? I don't know. It's literally, like, I'm not even kidding. So many pages. But we love it here. Our meals both came with a soup, so we both got chicken noodles. This is our appetizer: mozzarella sticks, french fries, chicken tenders, and buffalo wings. Got a Jack Daniel's cheesesteak. It has pepper jack cheese, peppers, and then the rest of the stuff on it. I don't know what that is. Maybe barbecue sauce? Yeah. And then what did you get?
The Jersey?
Oh, Jersey cheesesteak. I'm not sure what's in his, but yeah. Lots of food. We're definitely gonna have lunch and dinner. Just left the restaurant. We are headed to Guitar Center now, and I'm gonna let Jacob peruse the stuff. This is the first time Margot will go to a Guitar Center that she actually will like know or like be able to see things, because the last time she went, she was like a couple weeks old. Yeah, so she obviously couldn't really enjoy it. And so yeah, we're gonna head there. I really don't know if I want to go to TJ Maxx and stuff, because when I tell you guys, bless you, Smush, when I tell you guys it is so windy outside, it is ridiculous, and it's so cold. Excuse my language. Maybe I need to beep that out. Yeah, it's just so freaking cold outside, and so I just don't know if I just want to head home, but we'll see how I feel after we leave the Guitar Center. Just got to the Guitar Center. We have to use Jacob's jacket to cover the little smush because it is freezing. That was a short trip to Guitar Center. I didn't want to record too much because I like to respect people's privacy. Sorry if you guys can barely hear me because of the wind. But now I think we're actually, instead of going to TJ Maxx and stuff, we're actually gonna go check out Once Upon a Child, which is like a kid's thrift store, because Margot really needs a sweater and some pants. I can't remember, I did tell you guys I didn't get that $21 Levi's sweater because that was just ridiculous. But yeah, I'm gonna go check out Once Upon a Child and hopefully I find some good stuff, because Janae, my sister, always finds really good stuff for her kids. We just got to Once Upon a Child. I was gonna film in there, but it's like everything's so crammed in there, and so, I mean, I would have had to be filming other people, and I don't want to be all up in everyone's business. But I did get a good amount of things. I'll show you guys when we get back to the house. I didn't want to buy too much because she's constantly growing, and I don't know when the weather is going to decide to get like warm outside. So I got a couple things and a really cute sweater, not sweater, but jacket from Old Navy that was like $6.50. So I'm actually really pumped about that. But I'll give you guys a little haul whenever we get home. And I think from here we are gonna go home, right?
I think so.
Yeah, I think we're gonna go home because Margot is really needing a nap and she's like fighting it in the car. So if we decide to get some dinner later, I'll let you guys know. If not, we'll figure it out. Back at my favorite spot in the house to give you guys a little Once Upon a Child haul. Let me take everything out. I forget that you have to use like reusable bags for pretty much everything over here, and I had to walk out with all of it in my arms until I got to my car to put it in a bag. And how cute is this freaking lemon bag? It's reversible and it has like yellow on this side, and I also have a strawberry one, Temu, and it's actually really good quality. Okay, first thing I want to show you guys. I'm pretty sure this is a little boy jacket, but you know what? Unisex stuff. It's an Old Navy little corduroy jacket, 6 to 12 months. And I figured she can get at least spring out of it and like what's left of, I guess, the winter. How freaking adorable. I love it. And I paid, also, I don't know, let me look at my receipt. If they do taxes there, yeah, New Jersey doesn't do taxes on clothes. So for everything that I'm going to show you, I paid $29.27 without tax. That's like the only good thing about living here. Okay, so yeah, little corduroy jacket from Old Navy with the little fuzzy collar. Obsessed. So freaking cute. They didn't have any freaking pants in the little girl section, so I figured these pants were pretty much unisex in the boy section, and I got them in 6 months, and they're from Carter's. Oh wait, did I tell you guys how much a jacket costs? What did I do with it? Did I put it in my pocket? Yeah, I did. That was $6.50 for this freaking cute little jacket. I got her this little pair of jeans that has a little drawstring right here, and they're like cinched at the bottom like little joggers. They're Carter's, and they're 3 to 6 months for $3.50. Y'all cannot tell me this is not a steal. Then I found these little Carhartt little floral overalls. You guys can see. Is that not the freaking cutest thing? Just wait though, I have one more really cute thing, but this is 6 months. And for Carhartt, I paid $6.50. Jacob said we're never buying clothes for full price ever again. And then obviously these aren't going to fit her anytime soon because she's not this big yet. But I found these Levi overalls that are pink and like white. I think this is called like pinstripe. Yeah, they're 6 to 9 months for $5.50. I just love overalls. I think they are the cutest thing a little kid can wear. And I could just imagine her with her little white shoes and a little white long sleeve or a little short sleeve underneath here. Adorable. I love it. They do, wait, hold on, do I need more pants? Okay, yeah, I also did get her these little sweatpants from Carter's with a, I guess, is this a fake drawstring? I've been duped. Yeah, it's a fake drawstring. But 6 months and $3.50. Little gray sweats to hang out. Honestly, I didn't really like try to find her too many pants because we don't really leave the house, so she's mostly in pajamas anyway, and so I just didn't feel needed to get her like a ton of stuff. And all of their onesies, they do get 10 for $10, but I couldn't find 10 in the 3 to 6, I mean not 3 to 6, in the 6 to 9 month bins. There was like hardly anything, so I did the best I could. I got 1, 2, 3, 4. Wait, how many is this? 3, 4. I got 6 of them. One of these, this little Cat and Jack one, is 3 to 6 months. Even though she's only 5 months, I really think I like to get her like bigger because I just feel like the sizing is so off when it's like this. But this was too cute to pass up. And I think these are all technically, since they were, yeah, since they were get 10 for $10, they're $1.50 each. So this one says love you. How adorable. Because like I told you guys earlier, I'm pretty sure she only has like 2 or 3 long sleeve shirts. So adorable. And for $1.50, I can't pass up a deal. This one is 6 to 9 months, and it is little Christmas trees, which I know Christmas is over, but like no one's gonna look that close, and it's cute. And then I also got her these 2 plain Gerber ones that are 6 to 9 months, and I know it's just a white thing and like a white shirt, and I could have totally like bought these myself in a pack because I'm pretty sure these were a pack that they just scattered in there, but just 2 white little long sleeves. White goes with everything. And then the last two things I got her was someone was very obsessed with Star Wars because there was a ton of Star Wars onesies in there. And Jacob does like Star Wars. And I do like Star Wars shows, like the spin-offs on Disney. Is it called Disney Plus? Is that what it's called, babe?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. So I do like the shows on there, like Mandalorian and Boba Fett. Is that what it's called?
Yeah.
So like stuff like that I watch with my husband. And so I couldn't pass up this. This one was actually freaking cute. So I thought, I don't know why I'm showing me, but yeah, I thought that was so adorable. And then the last thing is, I've seen people in Texas have these shirts, and I was like, wait. I was like, she's from New Jersey because she was born here. So how cute is this? And that's everything that I got at the Once Upon a Child. We didn't get anything at Guitar Center. I'm trying to think. Yeah, I think that's everything. We didn't go anywhere else. Margot just really needed a nap and she was just ready to be home. And honestly, we are too. We're just pretty tired. I just brought everything upstairs to throw in the wash. And while I'm up here, I remembered that I wanted to show you guys the room that we put the sofa bed in. So I'm gonna flip the camera. We didn't end up doing much to it because we're gonna be moving soon anyway. So like we completely left those record holder things up there. They'll get taken down whenever we move. And then the couch is right there. That's Margot's little thing for when I'm editing, just to distract her. And then we put one of the IKEA, what is this called? Dresser drawers there. Not dresser, desk drawers there. One of them is in the closet hiding Jacob's guitar things. We have his desk. He ended up putting his little speaker back there behind the drums. His drums, guitar. And then this one had all of my Cricut stuff in it. And so that's what that looks like. I don't think that we're going to end up going out to dinner because we have a ton of leftovers from lunch. Also, I hated my Jack Daniel's sandwich. They put, I don't know, I assumed that was just the name because they have a ton of stuff on their menu and it didn't tell me that it was going to have, it just said barbecue sauce. It did not tell me it was going to have like a Jack Daniel's barbecue sauce, I'm assuming, even though it said Jack Daniel's cheesesteak. I don't know what, I thought it was just a name that they chose. I don't know, okay? Like I thought maybe pepper jack cheese, then they named it Jack Daniel's. I don't freaking know. It was disgusting. I hated the barbecue sauce on it. But like the wonderful, great husband that I have, he gave me his. And I don't love his either, but it tasted better than mine. And so I'm going to end up repurposing because the roll is going to be soggy already. So I'm going to end up repurposing the meat and putting it over some jasmine rice and add a couple more bell peppers and onion to it. And that'll be dinner. And yeah, I'm trying to think if there is one more thing. I do want to say, I wasn't gonna wear makeup today because I am pretty insecure about my skin, but honestly, I hate the way that makeup feels on my face. I don't know why. When I was younger, I would not be caught dead outside of my house without makeup on. But now that I'm like older, I don't like the way it feels on my skin. I feel like I can't touch my face and I don't like it. There is problems with my skin though. And as you guys can see, I have a lot of hyperpigmentation on my chin. I do have some marks over here because God cursed me with the longest sideburns. And literally, I'm not even kidding. If I let these grow out, they're probably gonna be down to here. Like, I didn't start like pretty much waxing them until I got older. But yeah, when I epilate them, sometimes I end up getting ingrown hairs and this ends up happening, which is horrible. And I hate that. It makes me insecure. And then sometimes I get hyperpigmentation around my mouth and my chin because I thought I had PCOS because I have facial hair that comes in there and it's like the color of my top of my head, like this darkness, and I don't know why. It's just something that God gave me, and the only way I can get rid of it is laser hair removal. So Jacob and I are talking about that. That was honestly the first thing that I was going to do before deciding to get Invisalign, which I actually have to tell you guys something about that. But I haven't found anywhere here in New Jersey that I can go to yet because I was pregnant when we decided I was going to move forward with that. And yeah, that makes me feel really insecure. But because I am so insecure about it, I'm constantly plucking my face or epilating or waxing, and it irritates my skin, and I end up like breaking this, like I guess the first skin barrier, and like this ends up happening. So if anyone has any tips or thinks that a esthetician can probably help me with this stuff, let me know. Like my forehead and usually my cheeks and like around my nose looks great. I just want clear skin that I feel pretty in without having to wear makeup, because I just don't ever really want to. I'll put on maybe like a tinted SPF, but I like not wearing makeup. I feel good, but I also want to feel good without like all of these things on my face. I just feel like I would feel so much more confident if I didn't have the problems. But am I still going to post on the internet without makeup? Yep, because this is just who I am. I've accepted this is who I am. It is what it is. the thing I wanted to add about Invisalign was Jacob and I told you guys earlier that we are going to be PCSing soon, well, towards the end of this year, and we're picking orders later this week. But we decided that I'm going to hold off for now on getting my Invisalign because when I was in high school and I got a consultation for braces, they told me that it was probably going to take a year. When I just went to the dentist after getting my wisdom teeth removed, they told me it'll probably take me like 6 months. However, if there is a possibility that we move sooner than the end of this year, I do not want to risk having to find a new orthodontist or dentist in another state after I already paid a lot of money to someone here. Like, it just seems better to find someone in that state and immediately start there so I can go through the whole process with them there instead of having to switch over and it possibly being more expensive and in the long run me ending up spending more money. That's just not something I really want to do. So yeah, we're gonna hold off for a while. It is what it is. I mean, I don't have the worst smile. It could be worse, but it'll happen eventually. I think everything's gonna fall into place, but for now, this is what it is. And yeah, I completely forgot to tell you guys that earlier when I was sitting down getting ready talking to you guys. But yeah, I'm going to end the video here because I don't think I have anything else to say. Thanks for spending our anniversary with us, and see you guys in the next video.